and welcome to the Summer Ice Hockey League. Today I want to be showing you through the expansion tournament that I want to do. This is going to be like an SIHL realignment of sorts. So, you'll see what I mean in just a moment. Well, first I'm going to go through the teams that I will keep and not keep. The teams that will be essentially staying and the teams that will be moving and or rebranding. So let's get started. There should be like a map on the screen of what I'm talking about here. So, yeah, I'm pulling it up. I'm just recording audio. Then I'll put all this in later. But anyway, let's get started. So at the top of the list, we'll go top to bottom, and I'll just put a line through it if I am getting rid of it for you. Maybe I decide not. Actually, how about I don't? You're just gonna have to listen. So, the Everett Explosion. They're at the top left. Top row, to the furthest to the left you can go. Everett Explosion. No, they will not be staying. They're gonna relocate. The Rochester Roadrunners are next. Just move one over to the right because I'm gonna go left to right, top to bottom. Rochester Roadrunners, they won't be staying either. The Houston Honey Badgers will be staying. They're good. They're not going anywhere. Saginaw Silver Patriots will be relocating, but the Quebec City Royals will be staying, and nothing will change. Maybe something minor as like a logo or a jersey, but they're still going to be the Quebec City Royals. Still going to be playing in Quebec. Then we move to the Baltimore Blast. They will be staying. The Atlanta Freighter right next to them into row 2. They will also be staying. We head to the Montana Magic, who will not be staying. They're going to relocate. And Hamilton Sharpshooters will relocate down to the southwest, San Diego, California. You'll see. They're going to become the San Diego Sharpshooters. You'll see that they keep their logo. They're going to get a new color scheme. And then I move on to the Portland Pilots. So the Portland Pilots, they will be staying along as we head into row 3, the Boston Heroes. As they will relocate to Boston, the branding will stay the same. They were the Hartford Heroes last year. Then the Alaska Aces, they will be staying. Not going anymore. They just won the Gaudreau Cup. The Augusta, they will move. They will move. They're gone. Goodbye. See ya. The Charlotte Tornadoes will relocate as well. Similar to... Okay, actually, not similar to anybody yet. But they're going to relocate. They're going to change their name, but their branding will stay pretty much the exact same. You will see. Then we have the Miami Mavericks. They will stay in Miami, but they're going to do a complete rebrand. The Washington Generals, they're going to stay. Wichita Wild, they will go. The Atlantic City Admirals, they will stay, but they're going to keep their branding. They won't stay in Atlantic City, New Jersey. They will be moving up north to Brooklyn, New York. And they're going to change their name slightly to the Brooklyn Atlantics. The New York Atlantics. They're going to go by New York still. They're going to go by New York. The New York Atlantics. The logos, everything will stay the same. The color scheme too. Then we move on to the Kitchener Kingsmen. The Kingsmen, no. And they're going to move out west as well. The Buffalo Bison, bottom 4th row, just so you're keeping track. 1, 2, 3, 4th row. Furthest to the right, the Buffalo Bison will move. It's too similar to the AAA team for the Blue Jays of the same name, although they have an S. It's too close. I can't do that. So yeah, and I can't think of any other team name for Buffalo that's not already in use. I just can't. I really decided no, so I won't take the team names. I'm not changing now. And Then we move to the second last, the last full row. We have the New Orleans Crusaders. Yes, they will stay. Bottom left. Bottom left, the last full row of 5 logos. Bottom left. Then the Las Vegas Gladiators, right next to that to the right. They're going to stay. Here's a weird one. The New York Ramblers, similar to the Raleigh Rampage. They're gonna move, change their name, but they won't actually really change their branding all that much, although they will get a new logo. The same idea is there, though. They're not going to get a complete... They're not going to change completely. They'll keep their color scheme as well. Then we move to the Louisville Lions. They're staying. Toronto Titans. Bottom right. In the last full row, bottom right. The Toronto Titans will be staying. Then the last 3 at the bottom. Atlanta Freight Train, they're staying. Victoria Vikings, they're just going to hop over to Vancouver to become the Vancouver Vikings. Then bottom right, in the bottom 3, the Orlando Ocean, they will be staying as well. So then we're going to move on to the second part of this. The expansion tournament. So 12 out of the 14 teams that I just showed you, that I will show you coming up in just a moment. 12 out of these 14 teams will be playing in this tournament. So there are 14 new teams. We'll start with the Austin Bandits. They will not be playing because they're similar enough to New York. I'm not going to put them in. So they kind of get left out. What can I do? I can't. I don't have enough to go to 16, but I have too many for 12. I have to get rid of two teams. Then we move to the Calgary Cougars, the first team actually in it. The Calgary Cougars, this is their logo. They got the orange and the blue. I think it's a pretty good logo. They have the red eye. I like it. It's a deep blue. It kind of looks like black. Well, it serves the same purpose as black would. I'm just trying to be, because it's already the same colors as the Honey Badgers in Houston, Texas. Then we move to the Denver Dragons. So the Denver Dragons, yep, so they're going to be in Denver, Colorado, Mile High, yep, all that. Dragons, the alliteration, orange, red and orange is their colors. Or red, orange, and black. Then they have the red and black shield as their alternate. They're the only team with an alternate of the new ones. As of right now, I might change that. I don't know. So, but the shield is their alternate logo. It's on their alternate jersey. The red and black shield with the orange dragon in the middle. Then we move on to the LA Monsters. So the LA Monsters, that name is based on the Elizabeth Lake Monster. It was a monster in Elizabeth Lake, which is a lake in the SoCal, LA area. And then it's called a monster because it's like a really weird. It's a disturbing creature to think about. There are so-called photos of it. I don't know that I believe it, but it's cool. It's like the New Jersey Devils being named after the Jersey Devil legend. It's the same type of idea. So go look that up. The Elizabeth Lake Monster, and you'll get exactly what I'm talking about. But as the logo itself goes, it's a lime green monster with a red eye, black in the outline. It does have that green shadow. It's just a color for a shadow, pretty much. The LA Monsters, and then we move to the Miami Vipers. So, yep, that type of snake is common in Florida, so that's what I wanted to use. It works. So, yep, Miami Vipers. The red snake, the tongue. If I could, I'd make it red, but the game won't let me for some reason. Got the tooth. It looks angry, which is good. And then we move on to the Minnesota North Stars. Yes, we're bringing the North Stars back. So they have the N logo with the star. Then I also have one specifically for their alternate. It's a white N. It has the green on the end is black. The star remains the same. So that's that. Then we move on to New York Atlantics, their logo does not change, so don't really need to go too much over that here. Then we move on to the Philadelphia Falcons. It's a new team, so a red falcon. I know Philadelphia already has one huge NFL team. That is the Eagles. It's also a bird. But hey, if I call them Falcons, give them some red. Maybe it's too much like the Atlanta Falcons, but I get it, the logo is different enough. It's a completely different city, so I think I can do a different sport too. It's a custom league. It's people aren't. I don't expect this to get 10,000 views or anything crazy. Then we move on to the New York Eagles. So this team is called the Eagles. Blend like Manhattan type of stuff. Another blue team, blue New York team, like the Rangers or the Yankees. Enough said. Then we have the San Diego Sharpshooters. As I said earlier, San Diego, purple and orange. They got the puck going across to make the star. San Diego Sharpshooters, they keep the name. Maybe adds a bit of history for a league that's 1 year old. Then we move to the Seattle Stingrays. Their logo is the South Carolina Stingrays logo, recolorized light blue and black. Then we move on to the Utah Mammoth, a team that might exist in 6 months. Got the Ice Age Mammoth with the light blue, like it's iced out. It looks cool. Got the red eye, the shield in the background, containing the mammoth head. Then we move on to the Winnipeg Wolfpack, a blue wolf. Got the yellow sun, as well as the yellow outline for the logo. Then we move on to the Kansas City Wings, which are the team. I was like my first option if I could put a team in Michigan, because I couldn't come up with a name for Detroit, or just using the state Michigan. I couldn't come up with a team name and a logo that would work for that. So I changed it to the Kansas City Wings. I really like it. They got the red, they got the gold similar to the Chiefs, but different enough. Those are your teams. The New York Atlantics and the Austin Bandits will not be playing in the tournament. Everybody else will, though. Now for the tournament. So you play every opponent twice. That makes it a 24-game schedule because there's 12 teams. And then the top 8 teams will make they'll actually make the playoff part of the tournament, which, just to make this quicker, it's going to be single knockout. And then whoever the trophy is called the expansion trophy. It's a one-time thing. There will only be one ever expansion tournament. Just the only one ever. It's never going to happen again. Even if I decide to expand more. If the game allows me to expand more. Because you can't. I want them to add this. I want them just to make you be able to do your own custom leagues. Basically do the stuff you can do in season mode. Put that in franchise mode. That's what I want. Enough of me ranting about NHL 25. But I can't do that. So I'm going to be using the play now for this. So top 8 teams make the playoffs as the format. And then you just play basically like the second round to the Stanley Cup from there. That's pretty much the format. Although the trophy will be called the expansion trophy. There will only ever be one. They use 12 teams. I have a schedule already written out. There's like an app I use. And I entered all the stuff in. It gave me a whole schedule for 288 games. 288 game schedule. So, and tomorrow night's the first game. The Kansas City Wings hosting the Denver Dragons. That's tomorrow night. 7 o'clock Eastern. I'll be on the call. There will also, tomorrow night, this other game will be the Calgary Cougars being hosted by the Minnesota North Stars. I will be covering that the next day, covering the result of that game. I will do that with every game. So, with the videos I want to do the highlight for each game that is covered, like that I'm actually broadcasting to you, all you fine people. And then the other videos I want to do, or I want to do a recap for each today's games, including the one I covered, like, essentially explaining what happened and my thoughts. So, and then from there, I also want power rankings every week, and I want thank you the hockey guy for these two ideas: the power rankings and what's he call it, a panic index. What teams need to worry. I won't do a panic index the first week because there's no way to tell. And from there on, panic. Panic index. I will also be doing videos on teams that seem to be doing really well, really horribly. One thing to note: there aren't any trades or any. You're just stuck with what you had last year for this. So that pretty much wraps it up. Hope you like it. See ya.